Hey, you two, we got team winning here. We're with one of our teammates, Thomas, today. He's going to give us a little deck profile of his deck.
Playing Granblue, and it's Undead Pirates. Okay. So starting off with my Vanguard. Starting Vanguard, his ability is whenever he's ridden by another Granblue, you can move him to rear guard, and then you can counterblast one and put him into soul. Look at the top 10 and choose one card and put it in drop zone and then shuffle deck. So it's easy for getting out your superior ride combos or for other combos I have in the deck. But that is my starting Vanguard. I'm currently running a weird number. That's not what I wanted, but yeah, it's going to go there anyways. What the hell? This is what happens when you shut. I'm currently only running 9 crits. I know 9's a random number, but it actually works really well. Running 1 Night Spirit, just because he's cool. 4 Cannonballs and 4 Rusty Banshee. The Banshee says whenever she's in the rear guard, you can add it in a soul and draw a card, which is good if you're pushing for those big plays and you just need extra cards in your hand, or you're actually looking for something. So, but those are my crits. I'm also playing 3 stands. Like I said, I really like the 3 with combos that I have in the deck. The 3 stands actually make it a little bit better than having 4 stands. Or at one time I was running all crit and then 4 heal, and then last but not least 4 heal standard. I'm also running 2 Chappies. His ability says whenever he's in guard zone, search the deck for 1 Granblue and put it in drop zone, shuffle deck. 10k wall. Once again, does the same thing as him, except you can search and pretty much choose whatever you want. Those are my zeros. Going into the ones, I have 3 data guys. 3 Skeleton Colossus. His ability says whenever he is in Vanguard and your opponent has a grade 2, you can discard a card from your hand to get a Skeleton Demon World Knight, which is your 2-star, and put him as your rear guard. So that gives you things that you can. So if he's in the drop zone, we'll say for him, and his ability does the same thing as him, except you go for a 3. So it gets you the, I guess, superior ride for it, but it goes from 1, if engraved, you discard a card, and then you ride, and then the same thing goes for the 2, and then you go to the 3. We'll get back to him in a minute.
3 metamorphs.
Excuse me.
But yeah, I run 3 of those. They're good. I mean, they're 7k boost. I mean, if I was actually thinking about running Frank Kids, but these give me more play early game if I have my setup with Chappies and Night Kids. I'm also running 3 Deadly Nightmares. He is one of your key components to your superior ride. He is a Soul Blast 2. Choose a rear guard choose a rear guard and retire it, and if you do, call him from grave, which, I mean, since it 1 again, I mean, if you put it in grave, it gives you more reasons to have an extra 1 out. I'm also running 4 Gustafsson, who is your perfect D. Have some stuff in your hand you just want to get rid of, and don't want to take a whole bunch of damage. That's your man right there. So those are your level 1s. Going into the 2s.
Sorry for the bad Yugi people. They're in the background.
Going into the level 2s, we have Commodore Blue Blood. I'm only running 2 vanillas. He's actually not that bad. He's actually who I want to be as my Vanguard if I don't have the Skeleton World. I'll run 2 Rune Shades. His ability says whenever he attacks, middle top 2, gain 2,000. Same thing once again, just more graveyard manipulation. Running 3 of the Skeleton Demon World Knights. Goes with the 1. He's a 9k beater. All my rank 2s except for Blue Blood are 9s. It just gives me more of a push early game. And then, just kidding, 2 Deadly Spirits. He is the second part for the superior ride with Nightmare into Deadly. That is not him. It does Deadly Swordmaster. So you have these 2 out, and he's engraved. You can retire a rank 2 and superior ride while adding in the soul. So those are my 2s. We'll get into my 3s now. I run 2 Deadly Swordmasters. He's the 11k beater. If you control a non-Granblue Vanguard or Rearguard, he loses 2k, but the deck fully plays Granblue, so you'll not have to worry about that. His ability is for the superior ride with the Nightmare and the Swordmaster. He's actually the one I usually want as my Vanguard. Sometimes I'll go with Ice, the Ice Prison Necromancer, but he's the one actually I would rather have. The deck kind of combos off with Death Seeker Thanatos. His ability says whenever he hits a hits a Vanguard, you can pay 1 and retire it, and to bring any Granblue from your graveyard other than himself to a rearguard. So his combo works off with Witch Doctor, and Witch Doctor's ability says whenever he comes into play as a Rearguard or Vanguard, you can pay 2 and bring any card back from drop zone as for Rearguard. So what you want to do is you have a few damage. This is engraved, and you have this on the board. You attack as a Rearguard, you pay a cost, you sack it off. So you pay the 1. You bring him out, his ability activates. If you have an extra 2, pay the 2, and you bring him back out. That's 2 more attacks that you have, plus your Vanguard, and if you have any stands that you haven't used. This actually works really well. This makes people stop their attacks to where your Vanguard can actually get in there more. I like the 3. I was running 2 for a while, but the 3 actually, it makes it, it really makes them waste a lot of shield on that. I only run 1 Necromancer, or 1 Necromari, just for the fact that when you retire this and you put him over the rearguard that he is, if you haven't, like to say if you have him as a rearguard and say you have this is your Vanguard, this is your rearguard, you haven't yet attacked, so you attack with this and retire, you bring him out here and pay your 2. Since he doesn't specify where he goes, you can just reroute on top of him and just wreck face. It works really well. I've actually been working on this for a while, but it works really well. And then the last of my 3s, I play 3 of the Ice Prison Necromancers. He's the limit break of the deck, which really helps the 15k actually, which is a lot more. His ability says whenever he comes in as a Vanguard, you can pay 2, and pretty much it does his effect.
That's so awesome.
Once again, I mean, it's pay 2, bring him out, cycle, attack. So I'll try to keep him for my big push plays if I need a little extra. If I can just get away with Deadly Swordmaster as my Vanguard, then it actually works either way. So he becomes a 15 with 4 more damage, and then when he comes out as Vanguard, he pay 2. But that's my deck. I hope you liked it, and see you later, YouTube.
Alright guys, see you later.